Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Quarterback still with the football. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. No chance to catch him. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Well, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Has the first, still on the move. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Rainbow Warriors pick up enough to get a first down there. Quarterback drops back, trying to extend the play. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Tight and was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kurt?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
Play action here on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Blue Raiders line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to the running back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And the Blue Raiders are in the red zone. Running back with the football. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver makes the grab. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense and being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but
he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Looks left and finds his target there. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. A quick throw out left, complete. Touchdown, Hawaii. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackled to the 35. Good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Handoff from the shotgun.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down, looking to throw the football. Using his legs here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Rainbow Warriors lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
That ball snagged for a completion. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. And if they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently, if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Extending the play now. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Short connection to the tight end here. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Blue Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring out 2nd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And the Blue Raiders will bring their punt team on the field now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they get the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Rainbow Warriors will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Receiver in motion now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll pitch it.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks, losing his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. The 50. Inside the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State on the scoop and score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the ball and score.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And looking for a big play here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the sidelines, and that gain is enough to move the sticks.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. And his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Tries the right with a quick throw, and he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
And what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Now the try for two. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And he's got it. The two-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a two-score game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Blue Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not floundering back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And the route is on. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Fires it to the wideout. Who makes the grab. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They're going to run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the Blue Raiders begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC.